Hi Celestials, this is Celestial Celestial Insight. I'm going to be doing the daily reading for December 6, 2019. I've already shuffled and drawn the cards, and then I'll just be going through these one by one and talking about them, okay? So I'm just gonna get into it, and let's see what we have. So we have the Guardian, which is the Devil. So this talks about feeling restricted and bound to something, and as if you don't have a choice. You feel like there's a situation that you're in that you're struggling to get out of, or you feel like you can't get out of it, and you don't know how you could get out of it. But the thing is with the Devil is that when we are stuck in situations that we feel bound to, the truth is that we can get out of these situations as easily as we got in them. And we can free ourselves if we think carefully about why we feel restricted in the first place and what is it that we're actually just afraid of. Because it's like in this deck, you know, wanting to get through this, past this scary skeleton to get through, and it looks like a monster, but it's really just a pile of bones, and it can easily be knocked over and broken apart if we face our fears. Okay, so it's a day about facing our fears. Okay, let's find out what else. So you have the Ten of Stones, which is the home card, and the Ten of Stones is the Ten of Pentacles, and this is about having security, financial security, material security, and appreciating what we have and things, you know, accumulating all the wealth that we've worked hard for. So with being next to the Guardian here, there's a sense of not having much of anything, or whatever you do have, you feel like you have to protect it because you don't want to lose it, or you feel like you know, you're trying to get to this place of financial freedom and security. And but there's this sense of struggling, like there's something keeping you from having that security. Okay, let's see what else we have. We have the Six of Stones, exploitation. Okay, so exploitation is about exploitation is about having given so much of yourself that you've gotten to the point where you don't even have much of anything to give anymore, and now you're the one needing someone to give to you, but it's like there's no one around and you're just crying out for help. So if you feel stuck today in some situation, financially or materially, you know, this could be a physical relationship you have with someone, or it could just be a relationship with yourself. It could be a job, and you feel like you're not gaining anything and you don't know how to get out. You think that if you try to get out of this situation, then you won't make it. You'll end up with nothing. Okay? So there's a sense of feeling trapped. So let's find out, let's see what else there is as well. So we have the Mirror in reverse. The Mirror in reverse is like the Hangman reverse, and this is about recognizing that we need to make sacrifices, and making sacrifices of ourselves or our lives. So there's definitely a sacrifice that is needing to be made today, something that we need to do differently to get ourselves out of this situation that seems like we can't get out of. But there's like this need to hold on out of fear. There's this need to hold on instead of acknowledging what it is that we need to acknowledge to get out of this situation. But if we don't face our fears, and if we choose to just hold on to what we're afraid of losing, then we're actually losing a lot more than what we intend to gain. It's a bit contradictory, but it's one of the laws of the universe. And the longer we hold on to the things that are no longer serving us, the longer we are suffering, the longer we are running out of time and can't move forward. Okay. So then we have a Seven of Bows reverse, clearance. Okay. Clearance talks about clearing our energies of things and people, life patterns, things that just don't serve. And reverse, it's about having a hard time letting these things go. If you have been taking on too much in your life recently, and you have created a place where you're overwhelmed by everything, then you're to the point where the universe is kind of putting you in a spot where you kind of don't have a choice but to let it go. And this is not something that you need to fight for anymore. This is something what I'm seeing here with the Seven of Bows reversed is because the Seven of Wands is usually about defending your stance. It's about defending what's important to you, okay? Yes, defend what's important to you. Don't give up too easily. But there's this energy of wanting to give up is what I'm actually seeing here. You're wanting to give up. You're feeling like you can't go on any longer. Like it's just not possible. Why should I go on if this isn't going to get me where I want to go? But in reality, these are just our fears. These are just the fears holding us back from thinking that we can have what we really want in life. And I see that today on the 6th that we are on the way, you are on the way there, and you're being asked to stay strong. Okay? The sacrifices that need to be made could be more on an emotional, mental level, thinking that if you feel like you're not able to achieve what you desire, these are your fears that you are holding on to. Aspects of yourself that are not true. If you feel incompetent, if you feel not good enough or unworthy, these are your fears, and you're putting yourself in a position to be stuck. Let's see what else there is. We have the Sun of Life in reverse. So definitely on Friday you're going to be feeling a bit like you're lacking the confidence in yourself to achieve your dreams, your goals, your ambitions in life. And for whatever reason, this could be the external influences or internal influences, because there are several reversals here. I'm seeing that is an internal influence, feeling stuck, like you can't achieve what you really want in life. But in reality, we just have to stay strong. We have to be able to overcome that sense of not being able to achieve. So let's see. We have the Page of Bows, the Stoat, which is a very curious little creature. And we have the Three of Arrows reversed, Jealousy reversed. Okay, definitely overcoming hardships. If you've recently gone through some kind of loss and suffering, you're feeling like due to this suffering that you've recently gone through, you feel like this is holding you back. It's put a damper on your reputation, on your your self-worth, and you don't feel as strong and powerful as you want to be. You feel like you've become this vulnerable child that cannot take care of themselves. But in reality, again, these are our fears, and this is a day for healing. This is a day for healing and trusting in the universe that we go through hardships. The Hanged Man is usually about seeing a new perspective, a new understanding of things, a new understanding, a spiritual awakening type of energy. And I'm seeing that there is this painful experience that you've gone through recently that you feel is holding you back in life, but in reality this is actually meant to make you stronger. But at this time you're not seeing it. But we have the Page of Bows here, which is like the Page of Wands, and so the good news is that with all of this energy happening around you right now, you are still trying to find hope. You're still seeing hope in yourself and your abilities, and you're trying to figure out what you are able to accomplish and go after. I apologize, my neighbors above me are so loud. Yeah, and so it's a day of freeing yourself from these restrictions and sense of unworthiness, sense of incompetence, sense of vulnerability, and recognizing that this experience is not something that you're meant to hold on to. This is something that you're meant to let go of and free yourself, okay? So we'll look at the oracles here. We have departed loved ones. You are loved more than you'll ever know. Okay? We have the church, temple, mosque. Recognize your spiritual authority. And we have bridge. Stay strong and remain connected to what is important to you. Definitely, we're staying strong today. We're recognizing that even though we've experienced loss in some area of our life, that the love within us is not gone. You know, your light has not diminished, and you are still capable of achieving what you want, even if things did not go exactly how you had planned or intended. And the universe is asking you to stay strong and recognize this, that we all go through painful experiences that we did not expect to occur. And yeah, life happens, but it makes us stronger when life happens. And though when it happens, we don't always see how we're getting stronger from these experiences, and yet in reality we are. And right now on Friday we're going to be in the energy of the page, which means that we're learning again. We're trying to learn how to get back onto our feet and get back to where we were before and regain our strength. Okay, so let's see what else we have. We have fellow travelers. Support is all around you. Yeah, support is all around you. Taking shelter. The answers are within. And then lastly, we have protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. So yes, your angels want you to know that you are protected, and that your dreams, your goals, the things that you want in life are not going unnoticed. And you are going to, if you're calling, it's like, I see this with the exploitation card, and then also being protected by your angels. You're calling out to your angels, and they are hearing you. Your angels hear you. They hear your calls, your cries, and they are here to support you. Whoops. And I think today you're going to definitely feel this support coming in. If this is something that's going to come through in a very subjective and personal way. It's going to come through when you're relaxing and you're meditating, or you're praying, or you're going within, and you have to go within and accept these things that have happened, allow them to have happened, and move forward to let these wounds within you to heal. And then you'll gain the insights that you need, that are going to give you the key to unlocking your purpose and where you need to go next, what you need to do next. Okay, so for the church, temple, and mosque card, I'm going to read it to you from the book because I'm being called to do that. There's a message in here that we need to hear. Okay, so it says, you are mighty, more so than you will ever be able to humanly fathom. Most people kneel at the altar of lack and limitation, seeing themselves as human beings, having occasional spiritual experiences. However, you are coming to realize that you are a spiritual being, expanding within your temporary human incarnation. Encoded with the word human lies the key to who you really are. Hu comes from the Egyptian word for God, and man comes from the Sanskrit word for mother, mind, earth, and bread. As you remember who you really are, you can release the cross of self-doubt, drop the garments of limited beliefs, and discover your ability to co-create church wherever you are. This is not grandiose. In fact, It would be a sin for you to not awaken to your magnificence. The mantra says, I bow to the Holy Trinity of oneness, wholeness, and unconditional love within and all around me. That's beautiful. So definitely what I'm seeing here, as it says, is that limitation is only due to the fact that we are in a temporary human incarnation, but the human incarnation is a learning experience. We are human beings because we're meant to learn the lessons of life. We're meant to learn these spiritual lessons and take them with us and transcend life itself. So do not be discouraged by the hardships that you are going through at this time. And also take time to heal and be close to the people that you care about, the people that care about you. And just trust and know that you are not alone. And trust that things are going to look up very soon. Okay? So this was your daily reading. I hope that you liked this video. If so, let me know. Like and subscribe. I would appreciate all of your comments. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, Celestials.